Okay, so good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. And as many of you know, as I indicated in our group chat, I've had a really challenging week, and I'm sort of like coming out of a trauma kind of process that I went through. And I'm just going to kind of like share briefly with you. I'm not going to go into full detail, but I'm going to share briefly with you what happened, because everything's very interesting, and how, we need to apply, everything, spirituality, to everything that happens in our life. It's not that, we're only spiritual at certain times, but it's constantly being aware of, the actions, the things that are happening for us, in this, especially in this time, is and how to process that. And so, what happened to me was actually quite big, I feel. And so, to cut a long story short, on Monday, basically, I had enforcement officers at my front door, and then I had 2 police officers turn up as well, and I was forced to have a smart meter put in my house against my will. So that's a long story. And if I didn't pay that, I was to pay an alleged debt, which was nothing to do with me, from a previous tenant on this property, and not even in my name. And the ironic thing was, my sister actually called the police to protect us, because the law enforcement officer was very sneaky, actually, and had already like forced her foot in the front door of our house. So when my sister called the police, we called the police to come and protect us, because like that's what they're supposed to do, guys, and lo and behold, they came out and they stood with her, and it was so intimidating to have these people, and it was a real big lesson for me. So what happened is, through this intimidation and manipulation, because it was pure intimidation and manipulation, I did not want a smart meter in my house. And, some of you might be thinking, oh, it's just a smart meter, why wouldn't you want to have one of those? You know what I mean? But I would suggest you do some research and see what those smart meters are really about, because it's not what you think, And so I did not want it, and it was forced on me against my will. They came into my house and they removed a meter and put another one in my home. And at the end of it, I felt so violated, so violated and mistreated and intimidated, all of those things, and my body kind of like went into a trauma response. And it's a very interesting thing to witness about the body, of how it deals with these things, And so I went into this whole process, and for that night, I could not sleep, And so it was just very interesting. I couldn't eat either. I couldn't eat anything for the rest of the day. The whole of the next day just completely took me out as I was in this process. And so it was really interesting to witness my body going through this process, and to allow that kind of like crisis to go through, and to feel like a victim, guys, to feel like a victim because of what happened to me, and then to move to the next stage, which is the solution, but not to stay in a victimhood, in fear of, oh my God, what if they come again? And, which they have threatened me that they are going to come again and do the same with the gas meter. Put a smart meter in, right? So they've already threatened that they're coming back to do that. And so, I could sort of like just be in fear. And even I felt, because when they came in and did the meter and everything, and then they became all friendly, it was just, and I was very passive. And really kind of not standing in my power at all. And they left my home. And then you know, as I went into the process and as I'm coming out of the other side of it and the solutions to it, it's okay, you know, what am I going to do? Because guys, I can tell you that is not going to happen again. And it happened for a reason. And what it showed me was like, my God, was this illusion that we have of the power that these people have, because they turn up, you know, at your home in a uniform, okay, as an authority that like has power over you. And I've been studying for a bit, you know, common law, and I really could have stood up for my rights, and I really could have stood strong and powerful, and you know, quoted things like at them, like for example, the document that they had, which was a so-called warrant, was not legal. You know, all of this game, all of the games they play with us to trick us, basically. And they didn't even give me the document. They wouldn't hand it to me. If it was a legal document, they would have handed it to me, right? It wasn't even in my name, but that seemed to not matter either. So, so I realized I could have stood a lot stronger. The fire in my belly wasn't there because I had like these kind of three, if you like, authoritative figures standing in front of me saying, no, this is a legal document. You have to have this fitted in your home. You know, really? And so, you know, I really didn't stand strong enough with all of these like authority figures in front of me. It was scary, guys. It was scary. It made me think of what they could do in these times of tyranny. You know what I'm saying? So I have taken the time this week to allow myself to process this, and because it's been quite up and down and I've not slept and things, you know, and I started studying a bit more of common law as to what I can actually do, and I uncovered quite a bit of stuff, and it's really actually very, very empowering to find out that these powers that be that come to us in a uniform as an authority figure actually do not have any authority over me at all as a sovereign being. I'm sure that some of you already know this in these times if you've studied like common law. And so, but, you know, we really do have to have fire in our bellies to stand up to them. And that's the thing. We become, you know, very passive. And so, and they know this, they absolutely know it, right? And so, you know, I realized, like, you know, there was part of me that was still afraid, you know, of this authority, because it's so ingrained in us from the time that we go to school and we're told what to do by an adult, by an authority. You know, it's so deeply ingrained within us, this conditioning. And so as I've moved through it, I feel so totally empowered now to take the steps forwards. And I am actually now going after the company that represents Scottish Power, basically the company that represents them, that came out, the enforcement officer that came out. I'm going after them. I've sent a letter out to them. I'm also going after the police that we called out to protect us, and they didn't, and they actually broke the law by stepping and helping enforcing the this warrant, basically, yeah, that was illegal. So I'm also going after them, and also after Scottish Power themselves, who are doing this stuff. So these big corporations that are really, really stamping on us, you know. And so I'm basically, and this is my way now of actually healing and standing in my power. And so I didn't do it then, and now I'm kind of like aware of that. It's not going to happen again, I can assure you. Yeah, it is not going to happen again. And then taking the next step into, you know, prosecuting these entities for what they did, because the whole thing was not lawful. The whole thing was illegal. And it happens all the time here in the UK, all the time. And nobody knows. Nobody knows. We just go along with it. So I feel super empowered. And one of the biggest things that's come out of it as well is that, you know, I've sold my house, which is amazing, because my whole, you know, direction over the past, you know, few years anyway, my whole intention has been to sell my house in order to buy land somewhere to set up a community, to build a healing center. And so because of the pandemic and everything, I'm actually taking the steps to do that much quicker, which is fantastic. The house sold in a couple of days, it's all going through. And I've just learned that the whole mortgage thing is a scam. I knew about it before actually, but the whole mortgage thing is an absolute scam. Like, guys, when you actually look into this stuff and actually see what is being done to us, it's actually, it can actually make you feel quite angry, to be honest, as to why this is happening. And so I'm now in the process also of requesting the solicitor not to pay the bank the money that they say that they're owed, that they never had in the first place, you know. So it's quite empowering for me to take those steps to do that. And so I feel like I'm doing something about it, because it's actually quite a lot of money that could go towards the future plans that I have for this centre and for this land. And so that feels super, super empowering as well. So I'm going to, you know, I've got to try. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, even though we're up against these big, huge corporations that just basically stamp on us, you know, and even if it doesn't work, at least I've tried, you know. And so I do feel super empowered. And so I'm so glad to be with you guys today to share this, but also just to share with you about, you know, the trauma response that happens within our bodies when we do go through something like that is completely natural, and just allowing yourself to sort of like flow with that. So I allowed myself to flow with it. I've got some great friends and family around me to support me at the moment as well, and help with that healing process. And so it's been a very, very interesting week, you know, and finishing up, not feeling like a victim, but feeling fully empowered and educating myself and taking back my power in more ways. So there we go. It's been really, really interesting. So guys, let's just take a moment to breathe in and out of the navel point. And, you know, it's kind of, I also done a lot in my process where I've realized the reason why things are happening today the way they are, this tyranny has come, is because we've allowed it to get this far. When you actually realize that it's been tyranny, some level of tyranny for a very long time, actually. And we've allowed it. And now it's the time to say no, no more. Now is the time for us to stand up and say no. And we really, really all need to come together around the world, you know. Otherwise, we're going to be losing so much, so much. We really need to come together and stand together. And so I am in the process of getting my land, guys, and, you know, fulfilling this mission that I've had for land, for a centre, for a community. And so just focusing your attention on what you want to create for your future. And today we're going to access the source of strength. So the source of strength within. There's some great information, guys, out there to help us with this tyranny. And so we are warriors. It's not to be passive. We are warriors. And we really have God in our hearts. Really have God in your heart, and then use that fire in your belly. And so as you inhale, the navel expands. And as you exhale, the navel comes in towards the spine. Connecting to the fire within. And accessing the source of strength within through this kriya today. And that source of strength is the same for all of us. And we all connect to that one. We all remember that one. And so I really felt the support, the love and the blessings of all of you during this week, which I have to say really, really helped with my process. And I feel so loved and so honored to be connected to all of you. And it was such a beautiful experience, you know, from this seemingly traumatic experience. There are so many blessings. I'm so grateful. Let's bring the palms together. So really rubbing your palms together really creates some heat, generate the pranic life force. And then allow your palms to open. Feel the contraction and the expansion of energy in your palms. Connect to your energy field. You can't see it, but it's there and it's part of you. And really expand through your energy field. Connected to your heart, connected to God. God is the strength that is within you. The Almighty. The unchanging, all-powerful part of you. We are all connecting to that today. Bring your palms together. Apply a little pressure and sit tall. And let's tune in with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo, bowing to the inner light, the inner teacher, the inner guru. Take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in and hold, expand, connect to every cell in your body. Beautiful. And exhale, release, bringing your hands down to your knees and then starting to rotate your spine counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Dropping into your hips, into your pelvis, into the lower back, into the earth, into the mother. Synchronizing your breath, focusing third eye point. Find your own rhythm, your own pace. Really grinding the energy down. And guys, so if you do, I'm going to play the music, but if you do pick it up, let me know. I can't hear anything, but we'll carry on without it. And as you synchronize your breath, you'll probably find you're inhaling forwards, exhaling back. Beautiful. So let's slowly change direction and take it the other way. Beautiful. And then bring yourself to center. And then bringing your hands forward. You can come onto your knees if you want to for the next posture, or just bring your hands forwards, just taking your front foot and ankle. Inhaling, we're going to arch the spine, lift and open the chest, and exhaling, relax the spine back. So strong breath in your nostrils. Inhale forwards, exhale back. And you want to have a nice strong movement, okay, with your pelvis, and a strong breath through your nostrils, but keeping your head, you know, steady. Beautiful, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, straight spine, and hold. Squeezing a root knot, so squeeze the sex organs, pull in the navel, pull the energy up. Third eye point, hold. Beautiful. Exhale, release. And then send the energy down, ground, ground. Circulate the energy, find your center. Find your center. Beautiful. Beautiful. And so from there, just curling your fingers into the top pads of your hands and bring your arms to 60 degrees. Plug your thumbs into the sky. Drop your tailbone, focus third eye point, and begin breath of fire. Pumping the navel to the spine. So ladies, if you're on the first 3 days of your cycle, no breath of fire, just do the strong, deep breathing. Beautiful. Stay with it. Stay with it, guys. Take a deep breath in, armpits together, squeeze root lock, draw up the energy, and exhale, release, and so allow the energy to circulate. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take the legs out wide. So you can sit up on cushions if you need to. Just give them a little bit of a shake out and take them out wide, and then raise your hands in the center. So this is the inhale. As you exhale, coming down to the left, inhaling up, exhale, coming down to the right. So inhaling up, exhaling down, powerful breath. Okay, powerful breath. Keep up. Beautiful. Inhaling center. And then exhaling forwards. Grab your big toes if you can. If not, take your hands higher up. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Strong breath. Keep up. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in and then exhaling, coming down as far as you can. Beautiful. And release. So coming back to easy pose, cross-legged. And if you want to, again, you can come onto your knees if you need to. Bring your hands into Gyan Mudra. So open out through your heart center. Your lower arms are parallel to the ground. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Strong breath in your nostrils. Beautiful. Keep up. Beautiful. Inhaling center, hold, root lock, navel, third eye point. Exhale, release. So ground the energy, circulate the energy, expand the energy, third eye. Beautiful. Palms facing down on your knees. Inhaling, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling, drop down. Powerful breath. Taking a deep breath in, squeeze the shoulders up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. Dropping your chin forwards. Slowly taking your chin to the right shoulder, coming all the way around, head circles. Beautiful, and slowly changing direction. Beautiful, and slowly, slowly coming back to center. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. So can you hear the music okay? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. All right, good. Okay, because we are going to kind of really appreciate it for this kriya, you know. So I'm glad that sorted itself out. So this kriya is called accessing the source of strength within you, and it's a crazy one. I do love it, and you'll remember it. I'm sure that you guys have done it before. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to have the hands in Gyan Mudra. So give your legs a stretch out, actually, because we're going to be in easy pose for a little while. So, you know, make sure you stretch out and you're ready. We're going to have the hands in Gyan Mudra like this, yeah. And then from here, basically, we're going to make a circle, and then we recoil it back. So from here, yeah, imagine you're going outward circles, back to the start. You recoil it back, yeah. Outward circles, back to the start. So it kind of goes like this. And then you trace it back, yeah. So when you're going through it, if you get completely discombobulated, which you might do, yeah, just kind of, you know, stop and remind yourself, outward circles, back to the start. That's kind of how I do it. Outward circles, back to the start. Outward circles. You need to really stretch your arms out at this bit, yeah, where you're pushing out, and then you recoil it back to the start. So I'm hoping that's, like, you know, making sense to you. The eyes are going to be wide open. You're not going to close your eyes, guys. Okay, so that's important as well. So make sure you're keeping your eyes, you know, wide open, and you know, your breath will find its own way. You might find it turns into a breath of fire. You might find it's some other way, but your breath will come to support you, yeah, so that you can keep doing it. We're going to be doing this for 13 minutes, okay? Now, what tends to happen during that time is, like, you know, you start off okay, and then, you know, it's going to get a little bit crazy. We're going to start off at a steady pace, and then we're going to get super, super, super fast, right? And what you'll find is that suddenly you're kind of making all kinds of other weird shapes with your body, and not the one that we started with, yeah. And you might find that you create your own pattern, and I'm going to tell you that that's okay. But what this is really going to highlight, and this is for all of those perfectionists out there, yeah, it's possibly going to really irritate those of you that are perfectionists and want to do it so perfect, yeah, because you kind of are not going to be able to do that. So, and that's kind of the idea in a way as well. It's to get rid of that program of that it has to be so perfect. So your breath will carry you. You might find you're doing something a little bit crazy. So you might find your own shape comes in. It's maybe a little bit different to the one that is. And that's okay, yeah. But the key thing is to go as fast as you can. And if it's getting really crazy, then just remember outward circles back to the start, yeah. And slow it down and bring yourself back again. But the idea after 3 minutes is that basically you need to go super fast, regardless of what it looks like. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect, yeah. But we'll start off, we'll set the rhythm and pace to begin with, and then we're going to take it to another level, okay? And as you break through those boundaries, to some point we all have that bit of a perfectionist within us, and so we're going to push, you know, past that one as well, and really go for it. This is super good for the matter in the brain, for the right and left hemispheres of the brain, to bring balance. And yeah, it's a bit crazy, but you're going to love it, really. And, you know, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself as well. So have a bit of a laugh at yourself, and smiling is always a good one to keep you going as well. Okay, so remember, we're going to be keeping the eyes open, wide open during the whole exercise. Okay, your breath will find its own way. We're going to start the movement at a steady pace so that you set up kind of like the neurological pathways, right? And so they're there. So let's begin here. Okay, so we're going to go outward circles back to the start, outward circles back to the start, outward circles back. I want you to stay at this rhythm at the moment. Okay, outward circles back to the start. Stay at that rhythm and stay at that pace. So this is energizing the grey matter of the brain. Okay, and yeah, so just kind of, we're setting the pattern. Outward circles back to the start, outward circles back to the start. Keep your eyes open. Now just notice your breath. Find a breath that supports your movement as it is at the moment. Outward circles back to the start. Outward circles back to the start. Okay. Awesome, guys. Make sure those arms really extend out when you push them out. Find a breath that will carry you. So you've got your breath synchronized with your movement, right? Your breath is synchronized with your movement. Your eyes are open. Stay with that rhythm. Keep going. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome, guys. We've got 1 more minute at this pace. Stay with that. Beautiful, guys. You're going to speed it up. You are now going to speed it up so that you're moving as fast as lightning. Reminds me of the Matrix, guys, you know? You remember that movie? Keep going, guys. Fast, fast, fast. Laugh at yourself when it goes a bit crazy. Remember, outward circles back to the start. Keep going strong. You've got this. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Keep going. Stay with it. Do your best. God has a sense of humor, right? Can you feel your brain being rewired right now? Go with it, go strong. Laugh at yourself. Outward circles back to the start. Keep going. You're doing brilliant, guys. Awesome, guys. If your breath is synchronized, it's a bit easier. You might have to change your breath. Go with it. We're down to the last 3 minutes. We're down to the last 3 minutes. Go, go, go. Even if it's going crazy, even if it's going crazy, go as fast as you can, like lightning. Whatever comes out, comes out. Go for it, guys. Go faster, go faster, go faster so you don't have to think about it. And guess what? The body just does it. Just smile and connect to God. The body will sort it all out for you, guys. Let go of your mind. One minute, guys. Don't think about it now. Don't think. Get out of your mind. Your body will just do it. Go fast.
Ram
Take a deep breath in, push your arms out. Hold it, hold it. Exhale. And your navel point. Ground the energy. Expand through your heart, lift your heart. Focus third eye point and shine. Smile, connect. You are not your body. You are not your emotions. You're not your feelings. Connect to something far greater. Something so beautiful, so intense. Wow, that was awesome, amazing, beautiful. We're going to bring the hands into prayer, right up above the crown chakra, keeping your arms as straight as possible and your eyes closed. And so from there, we're going to kind of like rotate forward, so coming over towards your right side, your right hip, and then using kind of your arms to create the circle. Yeah, so you're kind of circling around the whole spine, around the base of your hips. So use your arms to create this circle and this gentle rocking backwards and forwards. Close your eyes and just synchronize your breath with the movement. So keeping the spine more straight, the elbow straight, and use the arms, yeah, to rotate and create the circle with your whole spine. Beautiful. Connecting to the source. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, stretch up with your arms. Exhale. And meditate, third eye point. Connect to source. The source of strength within you is God, Creator. We are all connected to one. Beautiful, beautiful. We have one more posture to complete this amazing set. We're going to cross the arms and just, doesn't matter which way you cross them, but just kind of grab each opposite kind of elbow area. You know, so you're kind of like this, yeah. So the idea is that as the arms come up, we're going to hit the third eye point. So, you know, don't hit so hard that you knock yourself out, but there needs to be contact, yeah? So we're going to go up, third eye point, down, it hits the navel area, yeah? So it's basically connecting this third eye, this wisdom, this knowledge with fire, yeah, with our fire, with our passion, which we need, guys. That's what I've learned this week, right? This fire that needs to be activated in every one of us on this planet to stand up, you know, and claim our birthright. And so it's not going to be easy. We're going to need some fire. So third eye point and the navel point. So if you inhale, you can come up, exhale down. Okay, off you go. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Strong breath, strong movement. You want to feel the contact, okay? But not so hard that you're going to hurt yourself, obviously. But do it with your fire, yeah, with passion and with devotion and with love for our planet, and with love for God and the things that we need to do to gain that power today in this world. "30 seconds, guys. Please go as fast as you can for this last 30 seconds. Full power. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Relax your body. Connect to your navel. Connect to your pranic life force. Connect to your fire, your navel point, and your third eye point. Expanding through your third eye. And connecting and accessing the source of strength within you. And so when you connect to the divine, when you connect to God, then you access the strength of God. And boy, do we need the strength of God. To be the spiritual warrior, to stand up not just for our children, but for our grandchildren, for the future generations of this planet. It's all down to us, guys. It's all down to us. We cannot sit back and do nothing. And so access the source of strength, the divine God within you. And you will receive the strength, you will receive the information, the light to stand up for humanity, for our beautiful, abundant planet. Come down into Shavasana and have a lovely relaxation, guys. Let's finish today with this beautiful kriya with a relaxation and integration to integrate all of the changes. To access that source of strength within you that you might need for something that is happening for you in your life, whatever it might be, where you're feeling you don't have the strength. Draw on that strength right now. We all have that strength. Call on it, connect to it, and recreate it.
David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. that you needed proof. Saw her dancing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew a hallelujah. 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 I bow my head, I give it all. Lord, whenever I feel small, I sing a song, and it joins me right to ya. And I know we're here to love and serve. If we could only get the nerve to win these wars, we'd all sing hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
And so gently bring yourself back to your breath and to your body. And to that source of strength within you, that relationship with God, with the almighty authority within. Stretch your arms, your legs, your whole body, bending your knees, giving them a squeeze and gently massaging the lower back into the ground. Take a cat stretch side to side if you want to. Rock back forwards on your spine. Rub the soles of your feet together, your palms together. Stimulating all those points, rocking on the whole length of your spine, coming all the way up to seated. Beautiful. And so let's close today's powerful session with 3 satnams. Truth is my name. Take a deep breath in. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And so bring your hands up into Lotus Mudra. And so may you be able to access that source of strength within you when it's needed. And in the meantime, keep connection, stay connected with that source of strength, with God. We are all connected. Peace to all. Bring the hands to the third eye and keep shining your light bright. No matter what happens, keep shining. And we all stay connected, giving light to all. Bring your hands to your heart, the beautiful, beautiful heart. And in your heart, God resides. Love to all. Satnam. And so I just want to take this opportunity to say a big, big thank you to my sister for being here with me during this crisis and this trauma. She too had to go through it. And if it wasn't for her being here, I would have been alone. And yeah, I'm so, so grateful to have you in my life, Hayley. She's sitting here in front of me.
Love you.
And I also want to say a big thank you to my dear friend, Paul Bell, and my son, Liam Sladen, as well. So Paul came, I sent them messages whilst all this was going on. And Paul knows a lot about common law, and he came in with guns blazing. He really did, guys. He was like, he was guns blazing, you know what? But he knew too much about law. And you know what happened? He got arrested. They couldn't hold him, of course, but they quickly wanted to remove him because he knew too much, you know? So, but it was so wonderful to have the masculine coming to support the feminine. My son also came. We have videos, we have recordings as evidence, thanks to these people that supported me through this incident. And so a big, big thank you. And a big, big thank you actually to the people that turned up on my doorstep and created that situation, because I am now stronger and I am more wise. And because of that, I am now going to at least try to take the money back from my mortgage so that the banks don't get it. Because believe you me, guys, when you know what they're doing, they do not deserve it. They have taken so much. They are stealing from us. So anyway, many blessings, and thank you to all of you for your messages of support and love. I can't tell you how much that meant to me as well as part of this healing process. And I love you all so much. It's been a week of tears and lack of sleep and feeling like a victim and going through a process, but allowing it, and then coming out the other end with the solutions, feeling fully empowered. That's the process, guys. That's how we need to do it. Okay. And so whatever's happening for you in your life, you know, I hope that you have the fire in your belly and the courage to step forwards. Okay, so thank you for showing up today, and apologies for the sound. but we got there in the end, thank goodness. I think we needed it for that kriya, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.